HalferLand videos.
All right, what is up, guys? Welcome back to HalferLand videos. Day three of the turbo build. Where do we sit? So the majority of the hard stuff is pretty much done. So I got the turbo manifold, which will be coming off and getting wrapped. You can see it back there. So I call that the turbo manifold. Exhaust manifold. It's gonna be coming down there, up through here, into there. So basically the turbo manifold and I call this the wastegate pipe are on. They've all been cut, spun, trimmed down, whatever had to happen. And I'm not gonna lie, dude, just those two pipes alone took me 2 days to get it perfect, you know what I mean, where it wasn't hitting something. I mean, one slight adjustment pulled it into like another part. It is a pretty tight fit, guys. But where I'm at now today, what I want to get done is the turbo exhaust, or the downpipe, I guess you would call it. So I want to get the turbo I want to get the pipe out through there, through the back. That's where I want to sit. So I'm gonna start doing that now. I think I'm gonna take the nitrous stuff off to make a little room, or at least take the nozzles out for right now. All right, man, let's get going. So the first thing I'm gonna do is weld on a V-band to a 3-inch pipe. So this is a 3-inch pipe, 3-inch V-band, and the turbo exhaust housing is actually a 3-inch V-band. So that's gonna be the first thing to do. V-band it and then see where it ends up in there. It's gonna be a super tight fit, but it will fit underneath the intake. And I think I'm gonna put some kind of, I have a bunch of like heat blankets and stuff like that I'm gonna put over there. So, or heat shielding, whatever you want to call it. So that's that. Let's get started on that. If nobody's seen a V-band, what it is it's 2 clamps. They get welded onto the pipe, so it would weld on like that. And then the other side obviously would have a pipe too. They come together like that. You see one has a ridge, so they nestle inside of each other. It is by far the best clamp you can have. And then this rests right here in the middle ridge, and then that's what actually clamps together, and it pushes or pulls, and it clamps the two pipes together. By far the best clamps that you can get is a V-band. That's why you hear so many people saying, "Man, I'm gonna go V-band on my exhaust. It's so much better." It is. It's so much easier than like 3 or 4 or even 5 bolt flanges, where this is just one bolt, unscrew, pop it off, and then the exhaust is apart. So if you're going racing, or even if you work on your car a lot, man, it's so much easier if you can invest. I mean, they're not cheap. I think like the cheapest one you can find is probably $30 or $40 for one flange, and I have 4 of them. So all right, right now, guys, is I am taking this pipe, which goes into the intake. It runs off the breather from the crankcase. It's part of the PCV valve, or part of the PCV system. And what it does is it recirculates the exhaust gases, or basically vents the block, and it sends that old nasty oil back through here. So what I'm doing is I'm taking this hose off. You guys, you can delete this if you want. And what I'm gonna do, these 2 hoses are coolant hoses. So what these were for were throttle body coolant. The old way it was set up from stock, it passes coolant through the throttle bodies, which actually helps with, in the winter, it actually unfreezes the throttle body. But where I'm at in Florida, it doesn't really matter, because what it actually does, it heats it up a little bit, where it's better just to have it no coolant passing through, because it's passing hot radiator coolant through the throttle bodies. I found I just don't need it. I didn't see any losses. I didn't see any gains from it. It's just one less item that you don't need, and it only complicates things. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to take it off from this hose. Like I said, this whole assembly, this is loose back there, but there's a On the valve cover, that connects to it, so I'm going to put a breather line through there to a catch can somewhere. A catch can is going to be somewhere, and then I'm going to delete that. And what I'm going to do here with this section of tube that's connected to this, I am actually going to just gonna run these two back into each other. So the same way I did this, I bypassed the throttle body with this. I'm just gonna bypass everything. I'm just gonna run it back into there. Alright, and this is what I was talking about. You got, I bought this T-fitting, or whatever this barb fitting, to go in line. This is when I was bypassing the throttle body coolant. I did this a long time ago, dude. But that is that. So all I need to do, I'm going to clean this up a little bit. It's a little rusty. And then I'm going to put that back into there. And that's, son of a bitch. And that's it, man, for that. I'll keep all that over there out of the way. I want everything to be away. And let me see what I have here in regards to this shit. I wish I could use this, like a vent right there on the hood, but it's gonna look like shit. So I got my DEI genuine fucking gold reflected tape, reflected gold, and then I got this shit. This is like an industrial size fucking blanket that I bought. I might just wrap it around all that crap. That's probably what I'll do. I'll wrap it around it, zip tie it, keep it all away from the exhaust, and I'll probably put like a layer here and a layer there to keep it from the exhaust too. It's really, really thick, guys. I would say at least 2 or 3 mil thick. It doesn't sound thick, but if you get it in your hands, it's pretty thick. So I'm just going to cut some little strips and wrap it around those wires whenever I'm done. So I went ahead, I cut them into smaller strips, make them easier to work with. Like I said, it's just peel and stick. So let me find where this shit's at. That runs into there. So I want to keep all of these basically sandwiched together if I can. I mean, it probably won't be pretty, but if it blocks the heat, yeah, I'll probably have to go with a couple zip ties. Oh no! Shit. You know what that is? That is my wide open throttle switch for my nitrous. Damn, I don't remember how to fucking get these off. I think that just pops open, right? So what I'm thinking now is I'm gonna go 3-inch V-band with a reducer to the 2.5 here, and if you look, this, if I cut this and run that down, it's almost like perfect to where I want to go. So cut that down and it goes right down into there. So I'm gonna go 3-inch V-band into 2.5 reducer into the 2.5, and that should be fucking perfect. And I cut the shit out of my, not the shit, but I'm bleeding all over my stuff. Guys, this is the V-band, the 3-inch that's going to come off the turbo. So if this is a turbo right here, that's the back. This is going to be the 3-inch on the back of the turbo into a pie cut. I am getting better with my cuts and my welding. So that's that lines up like that, and then this will line up like shit, like that. But if you can imagine it like this goes back and then down, and that will lead to the next thing I'll have to do. So that's down like this. I'll have to make another pipe that comes around and does a 90 back towards the back towards my cat back. Not sure how I'm gonna do that. I don't know if I want to use the exhaust clamps, because I would like to have it segmented, and I don't have enough flanges to go onto my catback, and I am not going to take my whole catback off just to cut and weld a fucking flange on there. And that is a rounded 3-bolt flange. I don't know what to call them, but it's that shape. So if I take that and use it over there, I'm going to be stuck because I'm not going to have another one for there. Well, the damn thing fits. Here it is, just tacked up real quick just to get it on there and test fit. So this actually goes in there too. Go like this, rotate it down and in there, and then boom shakalaka. I don't know if you guys can see that. There she is. Flush up, and then I don't know if you can see back there, but it is right at the opening. So it's fucking like dead perfect, dude. The good thing is I'm getting a lot better at taking measurements, making pie cuts, and welding them to where I need them to be. After that, it's gonna have one piece that comes off. It's gonna 90. It's probably gonna do a turn and then another turn to the exhaust. That will be the last hot side. Then I can move to the cold side. I can do the oil feed, which would be the oil filter sandwich, which is somewhere fucking in here. And then I could do the oil return. I believe I'm going to tap my old J30 pan, which I already cleaned out. I'm gonna go ahead and tap that, and then I'm just gonna swap them out because there's really not a lot of room to go ahead and drill. Now, if there was room, I would just drill, vacuum it up, or drill really slowly so it doesn't push a lot of the metal shavings into the pan, and then I would change the oil after I was done with that. And that's it there. I believe these pans are aluminum, so I might just put like an epoxy. All it is an oil return. It's not gonna get super fucking hot. It's just a return, so I'll put like an epoxy on there if it doesn't hold tight, and that'll be good to go. Nothing fancy. Probably won't look pretty, but it will hold. Like I said, it's not pressurized, none of that shit. It's just, it probably is under a little pressure, but it's not like a oil feed or anything like that. Damn guys, this piece by far had to be the hardest fucking piece. Right there. This is the turbo down pipe, so it comes off of this, and then down there, this sits like that. So you got the turbo coming, and it comes down, and then it hits this, and then that's feeding into, I don't know if you can see it, my exhaust is back there. So I need like the last piece of the hot side is like about 8 inches of piping, which would be basically this bitch right here. I just found out this flange doesn't work, so I got to pull the flange off of my J-pipe. If you look here, you can see there that flange is just way too small. You see, so if I line the 2 bottom bolts up, the top one's way off. But even then, I mean, only 1 bolt. You can see there, they just don't line up. It's just it's just too small, so I'm gonna have to cut that off and then weld on to this once I get the measurement. But I mean, that 1 pipe right there, I mean, it took me like 2 hours because I had to measure, come up, I have to try to hold it while making a mark, then I make a cut, weld it, go back, check it, crawl under the car, try to hold it up and all that shit. It's a pain in the ass by myself, but I'm chugging along, guys. Jesus Christ, guys. All right, it feels like a day later. Literally, it's like, I don't know if you can see, it's starting to get dark. Like the sun's going down. I've been at this shit all day. All right, so finally I got the down pipe figured out. I need to make 1 more weld there, and that's it. The only clamp I'm gonna have is this one. It's gonna be off the turbo down, and then the clamp's gonna be there, and then it's gonna be here to the exhaust. It's all gonna be from the turbo. So the turbo outlet is 3 inches, so it's gonna be a 3-inch V-band to a 2.5 merge, 2.5 all the way out. That's it, man. I found out that was gonna be the easiest way. I do have a bunch of 3-inch that I was gonna use, but I really didn't think it would be it would be pointless just to run 3-inch as a downpipe and then to a 2.5-inch catback exhaust. I know guys go with like a bigger downpipe when they go turbo, but usually that's coupled with, you know, like a matching size catback exhaust or exhaust, whatever you want to call it. So I figured just run the 2.5 all the way instead of going from 3 and then kind of condensing that and like choking it off to a 2.5. Just let it be 2.5 all the way out, keep that velocity going. So that's it for the day, guys. I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna weld this up, probably do 1 more test fit, and then everything else needs to come off tomorrow. Excuse me. I'm gonna pull all this back off. This is gonna get wrapped, so I'm gonna end up wrapping this. This needs to get pulled, that needs to get pulled. Basically everything comes back off. I need to wrap the wastegate pipe. I also need to create a technically the actual wastegate pipe. So this up pipe, the turbo up pipe, needs to get wrapped, but this I need to get, I don't even have the right size. I think it's a 2-inch. I need to get a 2-inch to shoot my my wastegate down to the ground, or it's gonna be like burning through fucking radiator hoses. So that's basically it. So once I got the turbo weld, or once I got the downpipe welded, everything's coming off. It's all getting wrapped, and that will be tomorrow. And then I'm gonna start on the oil. I'm gonna start on the oil feed, the oil return. I'm gonna weld up the bung to the oil. God damn, dude, I'm fucking beat. I can't even think right now. The oil fucking pan. The oil pan. Good God. All right. That's it, guys. All right, I'm just gonna go. Hope you liked it. Thumbs up, share, all that good shit. Bye.